Hello, all of you salty fish out there, and how is it going today? My name is Czar, and welcome to SaltyFishGame, and welcome back to a very cool game that I am thoroughly enjoying, point-and-click style horror I might add, called Disturbed. And this is the third part of the installment, and actually the second take, because the first time I tried recording this part, all of my equipment decided to malfunction for no reason, and the audio was just absolute crap. So I decided to scrap it and record again. Now I have actually figured out where we're supposed to go next, and I only played a little bit after that because the recording just didn't work and I decided to give up, but I will continue from where I left off. And so without further ado, let's get back into Disturbed. Alright, so here we are, right back in the storage room again. And I don't exactly remember what we did last, but I think we went up to the library and checked out all those books up there. But what I neglected last time in my stupidity of running around all over the place is that I forgot I have the knife. Now, with the knife, there is a very special enemy that I eventually came to the conclusion of using the knife on. It is called the Roper, and it is located in this cave, and it's a giant rock with a face, and it constricts you with tentacles. Now, here's what happens when you play the smart way. You hear a subtle echo of rocks shifting before you. An eye appears before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember the knife you have found and you struggle to bring it out. With success, you hold the knife and begin to cut away the appendages that bind you. The room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way will you go? So yeah, I was completely stupid, and you can use the knife to cut the tentacles. And then you go off to the right, and there's the flower in the darkness, which is about where I left off. I got to the grave where you give the specter the flower in the darkness, but then I decided that the audio was crap and scrapped it. So that's about all the further I got. So from there, we should be able to find our way around through everything else. So I'm going to jump cut it here, and I will be back when I get back to the grave where I can go talk to the specter. Alright, we are back, and we are here at the grave. So now let's give this stupid flower to this ghost, and hopefully he gives us something good. So like I said, this is about as far as I got, because I was trying to figure out where I was supposed to go most of the time with the Roper, and from there the audio just didn't work. So we approach the grave, and a ghost stands before us. Without hesitation, you reach for the flower and give it to the spirit. The spirit grabs the flower from your hand as you extend it to him. You feel a subtle breeze blow by as the figure fades away with the flower. A faint whisper dances about the air. I am free at last. You feel a sense of relief within you as you reach for the sword. You now wield the special sword. Awesome. And I can kill something with that. I know I can't kill the dog because I read that book saying that you needed the harp. Same with the unicorn, although I don't really know why I'd want to kill the unicorn anyway. They seem pretty good, and it hasn't killed me, so I don't think I'm going to try to kill it. Which leaves, I guess, the spider, since I can't go back to the very beginning of the game with the bear. So let's try to use this super awesome sword on the spider. Invisible barrier stops me. What? I totally had the penny, though. I'll be right back again, guys. Alright, so here we are, back at the well again, where I thought I had the coin, but evidently not. So let's grab that coin. Hey, I had the rope. Good. Ugh, I was actually worried that I didn't have the rope because I didn't actually go back to the supply shed and check. So luckily I had that, but I'll be back again. All right, so here we are back at the gate of the tower, and we're gonna throw the coin into the fountain again, like I did before. Evidently not. And we'll just go ahead and drop a save, because why not? There we go. Enter that tower. Let's go to the far door and try to kill that spider. See if the sword actually works on this big ol' spottery butt. Yeah, I know there's a key on the ground. Before you can act, a large spider falls from above. You have no doubt that it is hungry. It's a hungry spider. You pull out your sword and stab the spider as it lunges at you. Over and over again, you stab the monster. Each time it squeals in pain. The spider flees into the darkness overhead. You hear it monitoring about, possibly to strike again. You notice the key on the ground close by your feet. Oh yeah, it's just right there. I thought it was like over in the far corner over there somewhere. Before more trouble happens, you quickly grab the key and make it for the door. Awesome. Cool. But is he ever gonna come back? And what do I do with this key? Maybe I use it on the chest? That would seem pretty likely, because I don't know where there's any other locked doors anywhere. So I guess we'll open the chest. Lock fastened to it with the key you found earlier. You try it out on the lock. Lock clicks loose and you open the chest. Awesome! Oh, the harp! Oh, that's so useful. Oh, fantastic. I know exactly what to do with that. We're gonna go say hi to the puppers. And hopefully he doesn't eat me and it just lulls him to sleep. Because I'm not actually sure if I know how to play this harp. I never took lessons as a kid. Alright, so I think he's in the far door. The middle door, yes. Alright, so here we are with the puppers. Ah, you big old demon puppers. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps in front of you. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move could surely be the end of you. You pull out the harp and begin to pluck at the strings. Lovely. I actually do know how to play the harp. To your surprise, the beast walks away as if it were charmed by the harp. You never gave it much thought how powerful music could be. It saves lives, so I mean, it makes sense. Let's go to the left. That's a body. There's a dead guy on the floor. You open the door to find a skeleton positioned in the corner of the room. There's also a bed and some change attached to the wall. You have no doubt this individual was locked up for a very long time. Considering that I haven't seen a single other human being and this guy is just bones with no meat on him, I'd say he's been in here for a while. Ew, and he had a ring on his finger. Faint glow of light emanating from the ring as if it were magical. You may find such a ring useful. Put the ring back on and it's a perfect fit. Okay, nothing else of interesting. Cool, so now I have a ring? I wonder what that does for me. You enter the cell on the right, you see a wooden table that sits on its side, some debris on the floor, and a large hole. Ooh. I don't like the large hole. Is that where the spider comes from? Nothing else special. You motion towards the hole. Oh, please don't kill me. It's a passage underground. Fallen rocks blocking the way. Okay. Okay. Whew. I didn't actually lay a save, and I didn't want to go back and do all that, so I was glad I didn't die from that. But now that begs the question, what do I do now? Let's see. So I have the harp, and I have the sword. And what do I do with these things? There's the lake, but I don't know why a sword would help me in the lake. I feel like I wouldn't be able to thrust it very quickly on that fish, and I thought I needed it like some sort of fishing rod or something. No, I don't want to go back into the caves. Ugh. I know the unicorn needed a harp to be charmed, so since that's the only foreseeable thing, let's go do that real quick. And I will be right back as soon as I get to that unicorn, so stay tuned! Okay, so here we are right before the unicorn, so we're gonna go try to charm it and see what it says, but I'm gonna drop a quick save first, or I'll just put a save there. Screw it. There we go. Alright, so let's explore this field. And you find yourself gazing over a field of grass. And there it is! There's the unicorn. Just a very quick trick upon the eye. Let's see. Unicorn. Unsure of what is going on, you think of the way to tame the beast. You suddenly remember the harp you found earlier. With the harp in hand, you pluck the strings. The soothing calm comes over you as you listen. The unicorn comes into view and stops before you. The unicorn glares at you and you begin to hear a faint voice in your head. Human, have ear for my words. A great evil has crippled this land, and it has rendered me powerless. You must find a way to stop it. I wish I could help you, but without my full power, I can do little. The fate of the land depends on you. Before you can speak, the unicorn turns and runs off again. You realize that you are alone to complete this quest of yours. This is no longer about saving your farm. You must save the whole land from the spreading darkness. You turn back and question what you should do next. What do I do next? I honestly have no minor inclination of what I'm supposed to do next. Because I thought the unicorn would give me some more information, or, you know, something that would be useful to my journey. But evidently not. So let me figure out where I'm supposed to go, and then I will continue forward and hopefully make some progress. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I am back. And I am out of options. I have no idea what to do. This is actually the third time I've cut in and said, hey, what's up? But to no avail. I don't know what to do, so, I'm just gonna go try to destroy the stone? Guess maybe I can break the stone with my sword? That might be a good idea. Probably not. Kill the stone with the sword! You grasp your sword in hand with a firm grip and swing it with your might to destroy the stone. The sword explodes into pieces of light, bursts from the stone. You tremble in shock as the stone begins to feed off your fear. You can feel the life slipping away, and you fall to the ground. Everything becomes black and your mind drifts away into nothing. You die a quick yet painful death. So let's try the lake and see if it works. I know I need that orb. Yeah, that goes in Stonehenge. So let's dive in? Maybe? You close your eyes and jump into the lake. You open your eyes to see a stone sitting before you. You start to make your way towards it. And the big fishy with the giant mouth. A large fish comes into view. It quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. Why is everything so hungry? You grab your sword and hold it close and point it at the fish. The fish swims at you with haste. Please don't kill me! As it gets in range, you thrust the sword into the top of the mouth. The sword penetrates and goes through the forehead of the fish. It struggles about in pain as blood filters through the water. You pull the sword out of the fish and it retreats out of sight. You doubt it will live long. With the fish no longer a threat, you make your way to the orb. Holding it tight in your hands, you feel it vibrate as if there is energy inside of it trying to break loose. This must be important. Holy crap! I thought I needed a goddamn fishing rod for that. But no, I apparently just needed the sword. So I guess we figured out what we're supposed to do. Now let's go to Stonehenge and put the orb in the middle pillar. You stand before large stones arranged about in the shape of a circle. Yes, this is Stonehenge. You remember the orb you found on the lake nearby. You place the orb into the slot carved into the center rock. Ooh, the stones surround you and begin to glow. The light radiates and grows brighter. With a flash of light, your surroundings change. Whoa! The ground no longer is grass, it is a newly discovered floor. The newly discovered floor appears to be very old, as if crafted by somebody long ago. Rubble and stone near the edges of the platform also hint that this is an ancient place. Looking onward, at the end of the pathway is a fountain of light. There seems to be no beginning or end, and endless power steadily flows. You are amazed at such a sight. Oh, now I have the choice to approach the light or leave. So let's just drop a save there. Drop it like it's hot. Drop that save like it's inferno, and we'll approach the light. It intrigues you, and you walk toward it like a moth. The rays of light brush about you as if they are seeking to break away from its home. You remember the ring you have found and point it towards the light. Your hand trembles as the light flows into it. Before you can think, the ring begins to burn and you stumble back. Light shines brightly from the ring. You notice a subtle warmth to it as you observe. You feel that you have accomplished what you must do here. You pick up the orb. With the orb back in your possession, you walk towards the trail. Well, alrighty then. So does that mean that my ring is now a vessel of light? And I can go do the destroying thing of the tower? I feel like that's pretty endgame, and I didn't think I was that close to endgame, because I literally just found every item I needed. But I guess let's try it out. Let's try to destroy the stone tower, I guess. It's probably going to end the game, though, unless I have to actually get to Armor. You know, I could actually believe that I had to get to Armor. I'm actually, I'm going to browse the books real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything, any subtle hints or anything, so, I'll be right back. Alright, so I read all three of the books, and I came to the conclusion that a forgotten power, it must be mentioning the ring, because I don't know what else there is. I think I've interacted with pretty much everything in this game. So let's try to destroy this tower and see if it works. You've made it to the top of the tower before you use a stone of power resting upon an altar of rock. Dark vines have entangled the structure as if they were feeding off of the energies of the stone. Your body begins to tremble as you stand before the stone. You definitely feel weaker being up here, as if the stone was sapping away your energy. Destroy it! Yeah! You stretch forth your fist and point the ring towards the stone. You can feel a resistance as if the stone is trying to defend itself. Yes! My hypothesis was correct! You try to keep hope as you focus on the ring. Ooh. A burst of light shoots from the ring, penetrating the stone. You feel the very air shake about. The ground beneath your feet begins to vibrate. The ring becomes heavier to hold in place, but you know that it is working. You feel confidence and a sense of joy sweep over you. The light intensifies, nearly blinding you. The ground beneath you shakes violently as if the tower itself were trying to stop you. What little fear in you becomes powerless as you focus on your task. Everything goes white, blinding you completely. A weird sensation comes over you and you feel as light as a feather. You begin to feel a tingling sensation all over your body as you hone your senses. Do I die? The feeling suddenly flees your body as you find yourself motionless. Everything is cold, and your ability to concentrate begins to leave you. You open your eyes, witnessing what is left of the tower. You begin to feel something. Warmth. Light. It is coming back. The unicorn! Hi, Stampy. Ooh, my, you've got such a rock star hairstyle. I didn't even notice that before. You lack the strength to talk as the unicorn comes into view. Light emanates from the horn on its head. All you can do is smile as the creature approaches you. The light intensifies. Is this where the unicorn kills me? You may have saved the land, but the unicorn has come to save you. Your adventure does not end here. Oh! I did it! I beat the game! I guess it was a lot shorter than I thought. That was odd. I really didn't think I was going to get to the end game that quick. But let me actually check around real quick before I end this video to just make sure that there is nothing left to do here and nothing left for you guys to experience and myself. So I will be right back, y'all. All right, everybody, we are back and we are in the library. Now, I did actually discover a little bit of a secret that I missed. It's sort of a choice between different endings of the game. I actually did have to look this up just to know and make sure that there is nothing left of the game. And yes, this is the last thing that is special that I have to show you guys. So what I did was I went and I got the orb and all of that stuff. And I did not actually talk to the unicorn because you get a different ending if you don't go see the unicorn with the harp before you destroy the stone. So let's do that now. So here we are at the stone. We have not talked to the unicorn. We have everything we need. We have the vessel and the light to destroy the stone. So this is how you get the alternative ending, or I suppose the bad end, even though all the other ends are death. I have a feeling that this kind of ends in death too, but it's like an endgame type of death. Destroy the stone. You stretch forth your fist and point the ring at the stone. Focus on the ring. Burst of light. You feel the very air shake about. The ring becomes heavier to hold in place, but you know that it is working. The light intensifies, nearly blinding you. The ground beneath you begins to shake violently, as if the tower itself were trying to stop you. What little fear in you becomes powerless as you pursue your task. Everything goes white and blinding you completely. A weird sensation comes over you, and you feel as light as a feather. You begin to feel a tingling sensation all over your body as you hone your senses. The feeling suddenly flees your body as you find yourself motionless. Everything is cold and your ability to concentrate begins to leave you. You open your eyes, witnessing what is left of the tower. Even though your adventure ends here, you accomplished what you set out to do. It is finished. And so yeah, that is the alternative ending to Disturbed. Well, I think I'm going to cut it here. I think I found all of the secrets that this game contains. And I think I 100%ed it, hopefully. I really enjoyed this game. I thought it was awesome. The art style was so cool, and the sounds were absolutely perfect. That woman in the basement laughing when I exited the room, oh, that still sends shivers up my spine. I liked how there was not an actual manageable inventory system. It kind of made it a little bit easier for the player, I suppose, and kind of progressed the story a lot faster than your average point-and-click style horror games or, you know, puzzlers. I would love to play more games like this and die countless times for all of you guys out there. So if you have an idea for a game, just go ahead and throw it in the comments, send me a message, whatever have you. And if you liked this video, go ahead and throw a like down and subscribe to the channel and become a salty fish yourself. And I will be back with some very special content in the near future and a lot more game series to come. So, until next time, everybody out there, stay salty. Bye-bye!